Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where Word of Blake is really pulling out the stops here. We are still attempting to defend this base. This is episode 3 of this mission. There are a total of 24 enemy units. We have eliminated 6 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's a few more that are well on the way to being eliminated. But, yikes. The Salamander is going to move up to here.
Copy that.
Now, we could go for the kill on the Raptor 2, or we could go for the big armor strip on the Awesome, or the Sorcerer. The Awesome, the hit odds are slightly better on, and we're going to go for the Awesome here. So let's go ahead and run the MRM-40s. We can't run the ATM due to heat.
I'm on him.
This being desert, of course, that makes things complicated. That's a structure exposure on the Awesome, and maybe even a knockdown.
Reporting. Critical hit.
It's not quite a knockdown, but it will get knocked down soon enough. So the Archangel stands up. Okay. There are still a lot of enemies out there. They're hitting this hard point defense. And they may get the kill on it. We'll see. I think they don't quite. Yeah, not quite. So that's perfect for us. We've only got 5 rounds till we get reinforcements. I say only. Okay, who do we move now?
I'm receiving you.
Our Bull Shark. So the Bull Shark is going to step forward over here.
Roger that.
Now we could go for the Raptor 2, but our Long Tom is necessary. We need to hit this Sorcerer and get as much splash damage done as possible. So we're sinking a little heat here. We can afford to fire the LRM-20, and we shall. Excellent. Good damage in there. And actually, did both of these just eject? Hang on.
Heat damage.
No. The longbow ejected. The Awesome just got a knockdown. A Dragon Slayer moves up. It's firing at that building. That's okay for now. We're not too upset about that. Okay. Next up is our Mauler. Our Mauler needs to continue, like, heading over this direction.
On the move.
And I would love to Vigilance it since it is quite exposed. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I would also like to fire on one of these out over here. Perhaps the Sorcerer, actually. Hit odds are better on that Awesome, though. Both of them have already moved this round. We're going to go for the Awesome. Maybe we get the kill on it. That would be nice. It is exposed structure in the CT. Both of our Gauss missed. We hit both of our lasers there.
Critical hit.
And the Awesome is now panicked, but it's not gone. Okay. So at this point, our Boar's Head is... Man, this is laggy. Our Boar's Head is going to move up over here.
Say so.
And we are going to fire on that Sorcerer with our artillery. Now, we can't really get away with firing our sniper artillery here due to heat. But we're going to fire the Arrow 4. Mediocre hit location. Button ejection on the Awesome makes it okay. Good.
Commander.
Now, the Annihilator is moving in to cover the Corsair here.
Copy that.
So we're moving in like so. We could fire on the Raptor 2. Hit odds are absolute garbage. Or we could fire on the Avatar or the Sorcerer here. Hit odds are best on the Avatar. And so we'll pot shot this, but I don't know. I think the odds are pretty low. Yeah, 2 misses. Okay.
What the hell?
That's fine. So, I mean, we've definitely done a lot of damage to Word of Blake, right? They've taken a lot of hits here. Let's see what our friends do. So this is going to be the Dragon Slayer. He moves up. He shoots at the longbow out over there. Doesn't get much done, but he does get a knockdown on the Sorcerer, which is actually pretty decent. Unfortunately, the Sorcerer is going to move, like, right away. Heavy AC turret shooting at the Archangel is okay. LRMs out at the Orion, getting some good armor strip in there. I like it. Thumper shooting at the Padilla, not getting much with the first shot. The second shot was okay. The point defense turret going for the Archangel. And that's a kill on the Archangel. I love it. Well, that's another couple enemies off the field. So that's really, really good. Okay. They're going for the Annihilator here. They got a couple hits. That's to be expected.
Losing armor.
Okay. So we get to move now. And this is phase 29.
Receiving you.
This is our Mauler. So the Mauler is going to back off over this direction.
Position confirmed.
They've kind of been ignoring the Mauler for a bit. I want to go for the Sorcerer here. Hit odds are a little on the low side, but I would love to see a kill on the Sorcerer.
Target acquired.
That was some good hits, actually. All 4 of those hit.
Solid connection on that one.
It was some solid damage, but it was all spread out over the Sorcerer, unfortunately. The Orion moves up and does what? Shoots at the Annihilator. That's a structure exposure. That's really sad. I was hoping the Annihilator's armor would hold out for a little longer than that. They've been getting some really solid long-range shots, so. Okay, so phase 28, what else are they going to do? And where was the structure exposure on the Annihilator? In this arm? Actually, all that's there is some double heat sinks. So that's not too frightening if we lose that arm. This is going to be their Raptor 2. It moves in, goes for what? Nothing. It does not shoot. It turned its back to us. Now, we do want to get that ECM out of here. We've been getting wrecked by that ECM a little bit. They're going for the hardened point defense there. They don't get a kill on it, so we're very happy about that. Cool. The Sorcerer stands up, unfortunately, and it could get a lot of damage out here. Let's see what it does. It moves over here, shoots at the Corsair. Yikes. Gyro destruction and heavy Pharaoh destruction on the Corsair. That's rough. We're going to need to refit the Corsair. We needed to do that anyway, though, so that's probably fine.
Bastards! Ah!
Now, they're going to be focusing pretty hard on the Corsair. There's no doubt about that. That's on the Dragon Slayer. We don't hate that. Completely fine there. No problem so far. Oh, on the Bull Shark? Sure. They should have gone for the Corsair with that. But okay. Now, the Padilla, this could be a problem. What do you go for? It doesn't fire. Okay, that's fine by me. I'm very okay with this. Very, very okay with this. Going for the building? Sure. That building still has a lot of hit points for right now. Okay. Now the Boar's Head moves up, goes for the Dragon Slayer, doesn't get any damage. Beautiful. We're going to continue taking down the mechs over here. The longbow is going to step up. It has rear arc on this Raptor 2, of course, and we're not going to go for that. We're instead going to go for the kill on the Raptor. That is incredibly important to us, or rather the Sorcerer. That is incredibly important to us, so we'll go for that. Only 38% hit odds here, but we can fire all 4 of our LRM-20s, and so we shall.
Roger that.
That's a lot of damage into the Sorcerer. Not as much as I was hoping, but it was a lot of armor. We didn't get the crits I was looking for.
I'm taking damage.
So phase 24, who do they move? They're shooting at the Boar's Head. This is fine. We don't care about that. Excellent. Okay. Phase 23, shooting at the Boar's Head. This is fine. The Arrow 4 is unfortunate, but it's okay for now.
I'm sitting on the fusion reactor.
Dia moves up. That's okay. Phase 22. What else do they got? Nothing. Okay. Sounds good. They have 3 movers in phase 21. Our Madcap Mark II is going to move up over this direction. Now, our heat is building. We only have 10% on that Raptor 2 and 23% on that Sorcerer. We're actually just going to brace the Madcap Mark II. We got to get rid of this Raptor. That's a big problem for us. With him ECMing all this. The Longbow moves up over this way, goes for the Corsair. That's unsurprising. It could get the kill here. That's a lot of damage. We need to rework this thing anyway. This is fine. I hope the Panzer actually ejects here. No? Well, Panzer can't die, so it's okay. The Atlas II backs off. Also shoots at the Corsair. Unsurprising. This is fine. The Corsair is not a linchpin mech for us. They're shooting at the Thumper turret. Perfect. We like that a lot. And the Archangel moves up. That's okay. Phase 20, they've got 3 movers. There's still a million of them out there. An absolute million. A Dragon Slayer moves up, still focusing on that same medium reinforced building. How much HP does that thing have? Not a lot. 165 remain. But that's okay. If we lose our bonus, we lose our bonus. That point defense is gone. That's okay. That is a turn that they spent not attacking the buildings and not attacking us. So that's fine. Battlemaster moves up. Doesn't do anything of note. Cool. So at this point,
Orders?
our Bull Shark is going to drop artillery on this longbow. We're going to direct fire it. I'm pretty sure. Yep, we're going to direct fire it.
Locking on.
Solid. That's fantastic. The Zeus is unjammed. And that Sorcerer is extremely damaged. Mjolnir moves up. Goes for the Mauler. He has the structure exposure there. Sad. We're trying to move the Mauler over this way, but heat makes things difficult. That and the fact that there's literally a million enemies. We were outnumbered 3-1 to start this.
Confirmed.
So our Salamander is going to close in over this way.
10-4.
I really want to get rid of this Raptor. Really badly. It does have rear armor still. Do we just do tandem? No, I think we have to do the improved because of hit odds.
10-4.
Signature damper destroyed, okay. But not the ECM.
My heat gauge is getting pretty high.
Okay. So next up is our
Right
Boar's Head.
here.
The Boar's Head is going to advance up over this way for now,
All right.
just to get an evasion pip. And we're going to fire out at this longbow. I want to fire both of these in direct fire. Okay. Decent hits there. The longbow is unsteady. The Sorcerer is knocked down. Again.
I'm here.
Now, our Corsair, I don't think it survives another round. What's in this head? Yeah, this is fine. We're just going to eject the Corsair.
Ejecting.
Okay. Next up is our
Standing by.
Annihilator, which is wanting to head back a little bit and protect its right side. I'm going to Vigilance it right now to get rid of this instability. And then we can actually sprint it over here like this.
Confirmed.
Now that's not super protecting its right side, but it'll be okay. We're going to fire out at this longbow and hope to stray shot. And let's see what we've done. A decent hit on the leg there.
Scored a critical hit.
That's okay. But no stray shots. Let's see what our allies do. Eventually. The Dragon Slayer moves up. It goes for the longbow. Ooh, and it gets the kill. Very nice. That's actually a headshot with the Gauss. Not bad. Good shooting. Okay, they're shooting at the Padilla here. Getting some solid damage on it with the heavy LRM turret. The Thumper is also shooting out over there. It doesn't appear to have gotten anything that time. Sad. Oh, that was the AC turret, actually. That's the Thumper. Only minor damage out over on that front. But that's okay. So they're going to move their Raptor. And let's see what they do with it. They're also going to get their Sorcerer up, like, right away, phase 27. We're not going to be able to respond to that. Which is highly unfortunate. We've done a lot of damage to them, no doubt about that. We've got reinforcements in 3 rounds, and I do think we win this. I don't know that we're going to get our bonus, but honestly, given what we were up against, yeah. 24 total enemy units. That's insane. And they're all, or almost all, assault or heavy. Very heavy. Like, near assault. We're not talking like 60 tonners. There's a Raptor too. There's the Griffin, but they're nearly all assault mechs. It's been a lot, no doubt about it. So the Raptor moves out over here, and we could probably... Oh, they're going for the heavy LRM turret. I like it. We could probably take out that Raptor pretty soon. The problem is that this Sorcerer is still kicking. A real mech graveyard over here, though. No doubt about that. Sorcerer moves up onto the hill and shoots at our Salamander, which still has some AMS and plenty of armor. And actually, it barely gets any hits there. That's fine.
That all you got?
Indeed. That all you got, indeed. And then he ejects. Cool. The Annihilator, benefiting from its partial cover there. Not getting any hits. And they're shooting at our Boar's Head and getting nothing out of it. Beautiful. They're starting to get a little more desperate, I feel like. The Padilla moves up, and what does it do? It didn't fire. Okay, cool. The Orion going for that heavy LRM turret, that could easily be a kill. It's not, though, so they're going to have to use another round on that. Beautiful. What else do they have? I'd like to see this guy give us LOS. Okay, they're shooting at this large reinforced building. No problem here. I would really like to see... well, the Emperor is moving up. Yeah, that building's getting very low, and in fact, there it goes. There goes our bonus. Given what we're up against, I'm not upset about that. Like, the fact that that happened in round 3 until reinforcements is a huge deal for us. We can have an additional 3 buildings die. Now, they're going to take out the heavy LRM turret here. That's expected. There's just so many of them. We can't feasibly respond to all of them. At this point, our Annihilator is actually going to... I want to check ideal range band here. Yeah, our hit odds are just absolute garbage on this Raptor 2. Instead, we're going to stay pretty much where we're at. We're going to Vigilance the Annihilator. And we are going to fire on this Avatar, I think. Although I wouldn't necessarily mind continuing to step over this direction.
On the move.
And fire at the Avatar. We'll Warlord it and double check the hit odds. Yeah, garbage. The ECM is, I'm pretty sure, not helping in the slightest. Technically, we just failed our sensor roll.
Affirmative.
Oh, but that was a hit. The second one doesn't look like it's on course, but we did hit the Avatar. Cool. Okay, so there's a Mjolnir over here. And of course, we've not even touched any of these guys out over here. We're hoping to not have to deal with them at all. So the Annihilator's armor, with the exception of that arm, is mostly fine. And we're not too concerned right now. That's that Arrow 4. on the Atlas. Not ideal, but it'll be fine.
Reporting major armor loss.
And what do we want to start doing with our
I'm taking
artillery
little
now?
damage.
We were firing it on this
can't take
cluster
much
the
more of this.
entire time. Now we maybe fire it out at these artillery tanks. Yeah, that's probably going to be our best bet. So the Boar's Head moves up. Fires on the Dragon Slayer. That's fine. I'm hoping that the Dragon Slayer moves in and kicks this Raptor. That would be the best move for it, I think. Okay, so next up, we've got our Mauler. Our Mauler has taken a lot of damage. We're going to move it in over this way. We want to protect our left-hand side. So we're going to move it in and sink a little heat. We can fire out at this Mjolnir or at this Orion. The Orion is much better hit odds, and we will take those. Very nice hits there. We actually destroyed a Gauss ammo. I don't know if that's all of that Orion's Gauss ammo, but that was a lot. That's a big deal. We can maybe kill it with the Magcat Salamander combo. The Mjolnir backs off and fires at the heavy AC turret. It doesn't get a kill on it, so that's fine. Its armor is basically gone, though. Basically gone. So at this point, our longbow is going to position... I'm just trying to find a decent LOS here. Actually, there was one. And it was right here. So we position there. And yeah, we absolutely go for the Orion here. This could net us a kill. We'll see what happens. Depends on what's in this torso. And we're going to have to not fire this LRM-20 due to heat. And actually, we'll not fire this one either.
Taking the shot.
I don't like backing off this far, but we are in a desert after all. That is another... Actually, that's a Gauss rifle destruction. Torso destruction there as well. Heatsink crit. They're going for the Thumper turret. Sounds good. Excellent. So we have destroyed the Vanguard force at this point. We have destroyed quite a lot of their units, actually. We are 2/3 away from destroying their support lance 1, which I believe includes this Atlas 2 and this Avatar.
Yep.
The Salamander is going to look to sprint up over this way.
Copy that.
And I would like to fire the MRMs out at this Orion. Sadly, to sink heat, we're going to have to fire only one round. We did get a head hit out of that, and that'll be a knockdown, so 2 pilot injuries. I'm a little surprised that we didn't destroy the leg, though. I did expect a leg destruction there. But I guess most of that transferred into the CT. That's okay. So for right now, our Madcap Mark II is in a very good position to move forward here. It's still rocking quite a lot of armor, so that's excellent. We're going to position it up over here. This will possibly open it to fire side arc from this Avatar. 0.9% on that Raptor 2 is not worth taking. And how much non-improved MRM-40 ammo do we have? We've still got plenty. Okay, so we're going to fire, I think, Apollo ammo here. Actually, no, I'm going to wrap up the last of the improved ammo. This should be a kill on the Orion. Engine destruction. Perfect.
Tango down. I'm
There
out
we go.
of SRM.
Okay. So the Atlas 2 is moving up a little bit, firing on the Salamander indirect. That's fine. He's just going to hide behind this hill, at least for a while. Next up is going to be our Bullshark. The Bullshark is going to position out over here.
Rolling.
And we want to drop our artillery out over this way. And this Padilla is the correct one to shoot at. Of course, we can't fire our Long Tom in direct mode, but we can fire it in artillery mode.
Shot.
And that's a solid hit there. Exactly where we wanted it to be, and a structure exposure. Very nice. Sadly, it's in the turret, but that's fine. The Dragon Slayer moves up. Fires on that building. Expected. Okay, They're shooting at the Mad Cat. That's not surprising. They only hit one PPC there, so that's really not too bad.
Light.
Not too bad at all. Battlemaster moves in a bit and does not fire. Sounds good. Phase 17, let's see what our Victor friend does. That was not what I was hoping for. I was really hoping that he would just walk in behind this Raptor 2 and kick it. Sadly, he did not do that. Our Boar's Head is going to move out over here,
Roger that.
and we are going to lob artillery out at this Padilla. The one that we exposed the structure on. We, of course, are going to have to fire this in artillery mode. Okay, one Padilla down. And good damage out here, too.
Pacified.
So this guy's now unsteady. We'll see what our allies do. Autocannon missing the Avatar. Sad. And Sumper going out on that Padilla. That's ideal. That's exactly where we wanted it. Okay. Next round. Let's see how this goes. The Griffin moves up. Goes for a Dragon Slayer. It's fine. 4 movers in phase 27. They have so many still. We've killed so many enemy mechs, and they still, I think, outnumber us. That's a lot of damage to the Boar's Head there. Let's see. There should be 6 units untouched, and then there's 2 units and 4 units. So there's 12 total units out there. So yeah, they do still outnumber us. Our partial cover still doing us good here.
Holding firm.
That's excellent. They've got 2 more movers here in phase 27. So what do they decide to do? We've at this point eliminated a full half of their force. But there's still so many. And this is why you don't mess with Comstar or Word of Blake, to be clear. 6 unit lances. Somebody's thinking hard. And I think that this is going to be the Raptor. So what's his plan? Fairly certain that that's the Raptor. Yep, here it goes. Running down over here. Rear arc attacking our Annihilator.
I can't take much more of this.
Interesting plan. With this rock here, it might be in a safe position. Okay, they're dropping mortars on the Annihilator, but completely missing. No problem there. What else do they have? Yep, they're continuing to attack that building. That's fine. We don't care. They can attack buildings all they want right now. Okay, so it's Poet's move. That is our Annihilator. The question is, what are the hit odds down here? Extremely low is the answer. So what if we were to move back over to here,
Roger that.
vigilance it again, and continue to shoot at this Avatar? Did we fail our sensor roll again? No, it's just that ECM jamming. To be expected. Let's see what we get.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Ooh, that was a solid hit. That was a really solid hit. I like it. Next up, who do we got?
Commander.
Our longbow. Okay, looking for options here. Longbow could position here and fire at the Battlemaster. Hit odds aren't great on that. Alternatively, we could start moving out over this direction. We wouldn't have a direct LOS on too much of anything,
Affirmative.
but we can head over here and potentially drop some missiles on this Avatar. Depending on what's in these various locations, we could see a kill on it. I'm not going to fire too much here, because I'd like to still sink heat.
With target.
And we don't know for sure what's in those torsos. We did get an engine crit there.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Now that's fascinating. Yeah, that tells me that it has an XL engine. The Padilla moves up and goes for the heavy AC turret. Now, using artillery on turrets is really inefficient, in my opinion. So that's great. They're going for the thumper turret still as well. Yep, there's still armor to be stripped off there. That's fine. Archangel moves up and does not do much. I think that was an ace pilot, actually.
Orders.
Madcat Mark II is going to move out over this direction. Now, from here, we can go for the Avatar, and I actually do expect a kill on the Avatar here.
Engage.
Since we know that there's that XL engine. And there we go. Fantastic. So there is indeed a kill there. And what else do we have? I mean, 2 more enemies moving this round. Okay. Power up there. And what else? This Mjolnir hasn't moved yet. I expect it to kill the AC turret. Yep, as expected. That's completely fine. The Mjolnir is now pretty exposed to us. So that's okay. We move next, and it's going to be our Mauler. The Mauler can position out over this direction and have a relatively clear line of fire on both of these.
Copy that.
And so we shall. 18% only, which is sad. Yeah, that makes sense given this LOS. Let's try it.
Engage it.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. I'm not shocked. It was only 18%. Okay. So they have 2 movers this round. The Dragon Slayer moves up. Goes for a structure. That's okay. We're completely okay with that. We're out of here after next round. So that's fine. Our reinforcements will come in. The Salamander is going to move up over this way.
Order acknowledged.
And this is a pretty clear LOS on this Mjolnir. Do we still have AX rounds? Because this would be an ideal scenario for AX rounds. No, we're out of AX. So in that case, maybe we rock the tandems here. I think I'm just going to go with improved.
10-4.
That was a structure exposure, and we took out some Gauss ammo there. We didn't get the kill, but that's okay. So this Mjolnir not doing so well. They're shooting at our Magcat and missing. I like it. The Magcat's doing fine armor-wise. No problem here. And the Battlemaster's just chilling out there. Cool. Okay, they're shooting at our Boar's Head. They did get a structure exposure there, and 3 crits instantly. That's unfortunate. Our Bull Shark is going to step up.
Location
And
confirmed.
we're still hitting this Padilla out here with our Long Tom. Heat-wise, we probably need to continue to sink heat.
Affirmative.
That's a mediocre hit for the Padilla, but a pretty good hit for the mech over here. And the Padilla does have a structure exposure now. Okay. So the Boar's Head is going to move over to there, go for the Dragon Slayer. Now, we know that this exposure is in an actually good location for them. We don't want to lose the Arrow 4, and we don't want to lose the LRM-20, and we don't want to lose the engine. So, to that end,
Right here.
how do we want to move this? We need the left side protected. I am actually going to turn rear arc to this guy over here. The left side would then be out... Yeah, this is okay. The left side will be out over this way, right? No, this is the left side. What am I talking about? I did that very wrong. Well, they could take advantage of that. I did that exactly the opposite of the way I wanted to. We'll see if they do take advantage of it. We're firing out at the Dragon Slayer here. I was hoping for a Padilla kill. Maybe the Thumper will finish it off. So we'll see what the Victor does here. It hasn't been super useful of late. Come on, Victor. Do something. That was not doing anything. The Thumper turret fired down at this guy. I guess that's okay. We'll see what he does here. I'm very concerned about the state of our Atlas right now. There's no doubt about that, but we're out of here after this round. They're firing on the Dragon Slayer. We'll see if they take advantage of the Atlas. And if they do, we'll see if they get the crits that they need. It's currently phase 28. And what movers do they have right now? Okay. Coming in and meleeing the Victor. An interesting choice. That's actually a full-on charge. He did hit the charge. But that's very interesting. And yeah, there are these guys out over here. That's a problem. No doubt about it. That mortar was very close to hitting this guy. I wish it had. It would have made him unsteady. Okay, the Seraph moves up. Doesn't do anything. Cool. So at this point, our Annihilator is going to walk in here and do exactly what I said that the Victor should do previously. We are going to kick this guy rear arc. We're not going to fire the HGRs, but we are going to fire the variable speed pulse laser. Hit odds are low, but I do expect a lot of damage into this Raptor. If we can eliminate this Raptor, that will help us a lot. Of course, there's only one round left, so that's a thing.
Reporting critical hit.
The Raptor did eject. Okay, cool.
Mech destroyed.
So we're finally rid of that ECM. Perfect. Phase 23, they have a mover first. Let's see what they do. There's just so many enemy units. Okay, they hit the Annihilator, and they got nothing but armor there. I like it.
Damage minimal.
That's beautiful. Okay. I'm just wondering here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We know of 13 additional enemies. We are still outnumbered. Yeah. So there are 8 up here, plus an additional 5 over here. Wow. And we've killed so many. So our longbow is going to move up over this way, and we're going to check our hit odds here. I mean, we're running low on standard ammo. 51 on the Grasshopper. I'm not actually interested in shooting at that. 44 out on this Battlemaster. Really? That surprises me that far out. I mean, we'll Warlord this and boost that up. Shred some armor off of this guy, and we do have other ammo types still, I believe. Yeah, we've got some Artemis 4, and we should absolutely be running Artemis 4 here. So let's do some damage to this Battlemaster. Good armor damage there. Okay. This is our last round before reinforcements come in. But we've given better than we got, for sure. Even with their extreme numerical advantage. The major issue that I have with this, though, as the difficulty, the numbers, is how long it takes to get through each mission, right?
Yes,
like, that's a little rough, no doubt about it. We're going to move up with the Mad Cat. The Mad Cat is going to go for the kill on the Mjolnir. And I do actually expect a kill here. Right? Well, we don't know what's in this torso. There's still ECM jamming on us. But we'll see. Maybe we get one. Yep, there we go. Engine destruction. Support lance is 83% down.
Target
Beautiful.
eliminated.
24 enemy units, all in the heavy to assault category. That's nutty. Okay, well, this is fine. I mean, there's an avatar in here that we're not going to be taking out anytime soon. This Emperor moves up, shoots at the downed Victor. This is fine. He's now a target for our Annihilator. But of course, we are pretty much done with this particular mission. Man, even this episode could have been split into two. They are going to go for the boar's head here, and ooh, that 34 into the torso hurt.
Taking some heavy damage.
But surprisingly, no crits, and we're okay. For now. For now. Okay.
Orders.
So the Mauler is going to move up over here.
Locking in coordinates.
And we're going to fire on this Battlemaster. Hit odds aren't the best, but that's fine. Hopefully we don't stray shot our Magcat friend. I would say we would be fine, but we could easily stray shot.
Confirmed.
And we didn't. Beautiful. Okay, that was a little risky, for sure. They're going for the Dragon Slayer. Perfect. We're very happy about this. Okay. So next up is going to be our Salamander. The Salamander is going to walk up over this way.
I got you.
We can fire at two enemies here. We could fire at the downed Victor, or we could fire at the Battlemaster. Hit odds are actually the same. We're going to shoot at the Battlemaster here. We're out of range for the ATM. Do we accept this overheat? Yes, we do. This is the end of the mission.
Affirmative.
Structure exposure right at the end there. We did get a knockdown on him, but that's not going to get any crits that we wanted to get the kill.
Keep an eye
That's
on my
fine.
heat, Commander.
Okay. Now their Atlas moves up. It's going to shoot at the Magcat Mark II. That's fine. We don't care. That is completely and totally okay. The Victor gets up. Completely expected. At this point, we could eliminate all of these remaining enemies. It just would take a very long time. Luckily, we don't have to. And they're not going to take out the buildings. They can shoot at those all they want. I'm completely content with that. Next up is our Bull Shark, which is fine. We're going to move up to here, and we're going to fire on the Victor and hope that the splash damage eliminates the Padilla. It should. It absolutely should, and that would be wonderful.
Firing on target.
Yes. The Padilla is out of here. Structure exposure on that Victor. Beautiful.
Watch my heat levels.
Next up is going to be
Standing
our
by.
Boar's Head. Now, the Boar's Head is in danger. This Atlas II decided not to fire on us, but I turned this incorrectly. We want to turn it up over this. No, not that way.
So.
It snapped. That's 2 times in a row that I've messed up the positioning on the Boar's Head. Okay. Well, we'll just do that for now. It's the last round anyway. We were probably not going to finish off either of these unless the Battlemaster counted as this. But no, that's the Avatar. So we're not going to get either of these done. We pretty much never were. Man, that was a lot of enemies. A ridiculous number of enemies, in fact. Well, we'll see what our ally decides to do. Probably not a whole lot. If I had to guess. This would be a great place to drop a thumper. But we'll see if they do. I do wish that I would have not messed up the Atlas's positioning this time. That would be nice. But they're shooting at the Emperor here. They actually got a through armor there. 5 damage through armor. So they must be... Oh, the thumper going for the Emperor. I don't know about that. But there we go. The base is secure. Comstar reinforcements have arrived. They are taking over.
Successful.
So we did a lot of damage to Word of Blake there. Word of Blake took some catastrophic losses, I would say. That was very bad for them. Our losses were actually fairly minimal. Now, we're going to have to do some work. There's no doubt about it. I was expecting this to be an easy mission, but you know, RogueTech. But yeah, overall, that went reasonably well. We're going to need to do some work. Yeah, we didn't get this. And yeah, these expenses are going to be rather high. But that's all well and good. So we got over 1 million C-bills for that. I don't think we took 1 million C-bills in damage, but we did take some heavy damage. There's no doubt about it. The Corsair is going to require internal work. The Boar's Head will as well, and the Annihilator might too. Like, there's going to be a lot of work that needs to be done here. Luckily, we have 25 days until our financial report. I don't think the Corsair will be ready by then. Now, we could take this Archangel part. Actually, I think we will. I think that's pretty solid. So we'll go ahead and take that, and a couple of medium pulse lasers, we don't need them. 3 MRM-40s is really good to have around. Some double Gauss ammo, we'll keep that. LRM ammo generic and Streak SRM ammo, we don't need it. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to take the Archangel part and call that a day. I mean, it's well past time to put a cut in here, so I am going to go ahead and do that once we know how much these repairs are going to cost. And they're not going to be cheap. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and let's see what Yang thinks this is going to cost. My guess is we're looking at least 600k. That was a lot of tough enemies, to be sure. And I feel like that was fairly representative of an 8-skull mission. At least one against Word of Blake, right? Like, we knew it was going to be a lot of enemies. I didn't expect 4 lances. You've got the Vanguard Lance, you've got the 2 support lances. They all dropped in instantly. And then you have the Reinforcement Lance that drops in like 3 rounds in. I didn't expect 24 units. Yeah, over 1 million C-bills, that was not profitable. Okay, sure. 143 days doesn't seem like that's actually going to be the case. I mean, yeah, that Corsair is super rough. I was hoping a lot of these others would be before the financial report. Sadly, that's not the case. So we're probably going to have the Corsair be like bottom priority for right now. And then we're going to work on everything else and get these something kind of like this. Anyway, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And yeah, that was intense. No doubt about it. See you all next time.